Alright, let's see if the sound is working fine, then we can get into it. Alright, let's see if it does. So that should be fine. And yeah, let me paste the link to the live stream in a couple of places, and then we can go. Kind of interesting that we had that, was it yesterday I think, that drop on everything basically. And today we'll see if we get that continuation for it. It's going to be very cool to see. Interesting live stream, at least for me, is coming up for sure. And yeah. There we go, and now we can get going, I guess. So, how's everyone doing? Happy New Year to everyone. And yeah, let's start with the indices again. And give me just a second, I need to open something first. Okay, there we go. So let's go to higher time frame on Dow. And again, what we've had here is we've had now double divergence in here. To me, there's definitely a chance that we've had some kind of fire wave in here. It was completely possible to end it already up in here. We still have, however, bullish divergences, which are typically seen on wave 4s, as we are going up in price, and if we are not taking out the lows, this is what happens. Okay. So there is definitely a possibility that we are still going to get up in here. We had some kind of move here today, up, but now we are coming down again as we are coming into the regular trading hours. There is definitely a chance where we have some kind of ABC structure coming down, and we are still within some kind of wave 4. It's completely possible that this is not the wave 4, and instead this is a sub wave 4 of the third wave. Basically, we would have a third wave up in here, and this whole thing would be wave 4 and then 5, and that would be the bullish scenario, right? The bearish scenario would be that this is the wave 4 of this move here, and we are coming down to something. Now, one of the main targets was this 1-to-1 extension here, around 38,846, because that was the 1-to-1 extension of this ABC move here. It doesn't need to get there, but again, that is just one of the targets. Did not get to the highs that we had on January 2022. But again, we are relatively close. People, I feel like, people who are not using Elliott wave are calling this almost a double top, and most, well, some of the indices at least. But again, I don't think that is too relevant. Of course, it is relevant in the sense that we might be getting a flat structure. However, that is not too easy to trade, because the flats, especially the B wave, which this would be the end of that B wave, meaning that again we would have a wave A here, wave B here, and then looking for that wave C. And the fact is that again, as we have not gotten into the expanded B pocket, which would be somewhere around here, and you can measure that with a retracement into the expanded B pocket here 1.236 to the 1.382. That area is very common to see as a expanded B where this would be lying. But until that happens, again, as we have not even taken out the high, I don't really need to talk about that yet. And yeah, there's definitely a chance the bearish scenario is here for the C wave. We still can pull up a bit more for that B wave as well. ES. Is a bit different. I'm not quite sure how I want to be labeling this, to be honest. There was a chance that wave X was done. And if we are just closing everything here, like so, you can see that this is looking very weird as an Elliott wave structure. That is a possibility here that I can see, but this is also a possibility, right? And the issue is how impulsive this has been. Because this definitely has the potential of being a far wave up, like we had on Dow. But again, it's really, really bad looking based on these. So at the moment, I would be staying away from ES. If we are not looking at the structure inside of this move, we're just looking at pivots. We could have this as an expander flat, like so, right? If we have 3 here, then this expander flat or running flat, whatever it becomes, and then another 3 up. Take out the all-time highs, right? That is definitely a possibility. But at the moment, if I was to play this higher time frame, I would wait. There's just nothing, in my opinion. Here, again, we did take out the high. We talked about the possibility of having this as an expander flat. Even though it didn't have a good look, that is exactly what happened. Then we had this weird structure. Maybe we have some kind of ending diagonal in here. Not really liking the look of it, but we did get a rejection after taking basically these highs. Got a consolidation and then coming down. There is some overlap, which is notable on these, and this generally means that, okay, these can't be a wave 1 and a wave 4 unless we have a diagonal, and at that point the diagonal would have to end at these lows. So there is a chance for that. Of course, we would have it like this, and then we would have something else. However, this is very odd looking structure for wave 2, so I feel like we just gotta wait again until something clear happens. Could this be a larger diagonal? For sure, it could. But it feels like it is more like a channel, right? And yeah, we are getting the tags here again, and we got that rejection. So it's not looking particularly strong at the moment, S&P 500. We did take out the liquidity down from below here. So there is a chance that we just climb up. But we'll see. Nasdaq, of course, as it is more volatile than S&P 500, it's been taking a larger dip. If we have this higher time frame look, we've been talking about the possibility of having this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 here of this green degree, which is the minute degree. Could be at these highs as well. Why am I saying that? Is because again, this wave 4 is substantially larger than this one. It's substantially larger as well than this one. But both of the scenarios are fine and valid. And we'll see what kind of structure we're coming down with. At the moment, it does look kind of impulsive. If this indeed is that diagonal, like we talked about on S&P 400's case. And yeah, this looks very impulsive. Of course, is there a possibility that this is a structure or something like this as an expander flat? I'm unsure, but it is getting very, very extended. Very, very extended here. I kind of still like the look of this being a running flat, although it is the B wave of it is right at, or even beyond the 1.618 extension here, if you can see that. That generally is not something that we seek. Sorry, I got a cough a bit. My voice hasn't still recovered fully from COVID before the Christmas. But yeah, if this is indeed that three wave expander or running flat, we would have the end of this whole thing here. Whether this is the fifth or the third, I'm not quite sure yet. But again, this is very dumpy at the moment here on Nasdaq. And based on the extension of this here, which goes beyond the extension of 2, I kind of feel like that this is the start of something new. And yeah, if we get a retracement into some of these areas here, I'm probably looking for short opportunities into somewhere here. Maybe the golden pocket. Of course, it's not the best yet, but I feel like that is decent enough on Nasdaq. Yeah. Russell, exactly the same thing. If we have this as a 5 wave coming down, then yeah, that is exactly the same thing. Even this one here, it's still possible, but again, 2-to-1 extension. So where do we set our alarms? Probably up to you, of course, but I'm not looking to trade this unless it comes back to, let's see, the 618. I'm going to be setting an alert here at the 0.5 because that is the minimum I want to see, but there is a chance that we just get back to the 0.5 retracement of 50%, basically come back into these maybe weak and then start heading down. And I want to know that we are tagging that at least, because that's the first opportunity. If we do this, then I might be looking for a retracement and play the shorter time frame here, right? So that's the plan. If we don't get a rejection here at the 0.5, looking for that same setup here and against the high here. So very simple, because again, this is the way to go at the moment. Russell and Nasdaq are the ones that I would be interested in playing. So probably going to be setting alerts on those two for now. Ors 200, similar similar thing. This again looks like it could definitely fit another high here, like we talked about previously. Not really too much of a fan of this being a ABC like I mentioned on the other indices, but again, Australia is a bit different. Nifty, not really same here though. It did have a strong move to the upside. Maybe this is an ABC here. Maybe this is another ABC up. So there is a chance that we have a WXY in here instead, right? At the moment, this local structure here, we did hit the 1-to-1 extension. Let's see here, and this is hitting 1-to-1 extension as well. So again, we have good confidence at the moment that there is a chance that we are coming down. No divergences. Yeah. saying that we are coming down in higher time frame. Of course, there are locally here, like you can see this one and this one. So double divergence already locally on 4 hour, which is good to say. But we'll see how this starts to come down, or if it does come down. At the moment, this looked more like a dump. Definitely could have gone in if we were to climb a bit higher. But we just did this kind of 3-wave thing here. And yeah, we did not really climb up the way I want for me to enter. So yeah, that's that. Let's see some stocks. Get rid of some of these. We're talking about this option of having this as an ABC. We're coming down a bit deeper than I was expecting, which is kind of good, because that gives us some kind of opportunities to go long. Actually, I have not taken a Tesla long yet, but I was watching this as that opportunity for that expanded flat like we had on the indices. But obviously this bullish scenario where we were looking for as a diagonal, that is gone. So we can get rid of that, unless it of course becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 like that. But at the moment there's a chance that we could be looking for a partner leg of this up here, and move these over. And yeah, we did get quite good retracement here already. The only thing that I don't like, how RSI broke this. This generally is telling that something is already done, and this structure coming down might not be part of this previous one anymore. However, saying that, there's a chance that, because we did not even take out the high here, that this whole wave X could be down here, where we would have some kind of structure of something like this. Then we would not obviously use the triangle, but instead we would have three waves here, 3 waves here, and then 3 waves here. That would fit the RSI better. The only thing expectation wise would be different is that we would be seeking for 3 waves like this in here, and not a 5 wave that we have here. So that's the only difference here. Both are saying up, just when. But I think I'm actually probably I'll try to let's see, do we have anything locally? It's very choppy. If we are going to be going up, we need to be having some kind of diagonals in here, maybe even double diagonal in here, which is kind of more of a wishful thinking than reality. But if you can't really watch the charts too much, you could be going for longs now against the low here. And I might just open a position here of some small amount, and if we come down again, then I would get into another position that fits a bit better. Maybe into the 786, so somewhere around 234-ish, 234.60. That is probably something that I might be looking at as well. Because at that point again, we would have another divergence most likely forming, because we did get that very sideways movement already. And yeah, that would be decent. struggling a bit with the leverage here for some reason. Can't set the order for some reason. Oh, okay. Okay. What else on Tesla? Not much. I feel like that is the play at the moment for it. So longing this or this one here, or both. Good risk to reward ratio, so I don't see a reason why not. Meta, I was not really a fan of this. This kind of reminds me of Tesla, but Tesla would be at these lows, where it's not, it hasn't done this yet. 3, 3, and then 3 up. Could be looking for a short in here as well. But this looks more like a 3 wave, so I'm not really too interested. Bubba, they get some kind of move up. In best case scenario, it's some kind of diagonal. Worst case, because it is very overlapping, it's just some kind of 3 wave here. Yeah, not really interested. Too many options. Decent looking 3 wave coming down. This is just a mess going up, so I'm not really interested. Netflix. This diagonal did not work again, as we know. More like a 3 wave. Like it was most likely. We do have divergence here, and we had the higher time frame. One of the ideas where we were looking for this as a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But again, look at the structure here. It's not really too good looking on this higher time frame bulls. But it's there. It's valid. Oh man, look at this. It's just so bad looking. This does not like respect the time analysis at all. Let's see the daily time frame if there is anything. I mean, this rejection here is still yet to be done, and it's still yet to be having a pardon leg for Netflix. So bearish is that this whole structure is some kind of complex 3 wave. As we are now coming back into the golden pocket, 618 of this move. Looks like it actually hit. We did not clear completely the CME gap here, but we did get to the golden pocket where we got a rejection here. That is interesting. Bitcoin, yeah, we'll do Bitcoin later. Once I've done stocks, then I can do crypto. But yeah, there is definitely a chance that we are doing this. This is again the most bearish scenario, of course. But as we saw with this previous dump, there's not too many opportunities to get in, right? Like we saw a decent looking 5 wave. However, if we are not playing this as a complete retracement of this move, which is very decent to say that we should be retracing more than this, right? That it's too small of a retracement, then we are going to miss the whole move. And this is the wave 4 and wave 5 divergence. as the 5 wave. If this, however, is a 5 wave going up, I have quite hard time seeing it going past the all-time highs, to be honest. We've had a massive run here from $162, 200% almost. That is massive. If you had faith in Netflix. If we have it as a 5, we could have something like this as well, where we don't still take out the lows here. But I feel like at some point we are, to create this. That zigzag coming down. One. Let's see. That definitely looks like a 3 going up. This is questionable, all the structures going up. Yeah, not interested in that. Coinbase has crypto dipped, so does Coinbase, no surprise. It is the bullish case, we're still looking for higher. If Apple definitely has the chance of being done. We talked about how this being a 3 wave coming down into that wave 4 here, having this as potential 5th wave, where this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely a potential structure there. Also hitting that 1-to-1 extension of this move here, comparing the wave 1 to wave 5. And we are getting a massive rejection now here. The worst case scenario is that this was a 1, 2, 1, 2. And we are missing the whole move. We should be seeing some kind of 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, and then potentially that retracement, if that is the case. Of course, this could be just a 3 wave, and we would have to agree that this mess over here would be a ABC, for example. But this is hard to be labeling into ABC here. That's why I kind of think that this is a wave 3 of something. The worst case scenario again is this right here, where we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what makes it even worse is the fact that this would be the start of something, right? After retracement here, whether it's this small or this small, we'd be getting another 5 down, right? Yeah, I'm definitely looking to trade Apple to the downside first. 50% retracements, I want to know if it goes there. At that point, I will look at the structure more. I'll just set another alert. I have one here. I'll set another one somewhere around here, just to see how the structure is going. We were still expecting one more high here on Amazon. Is this a double top here? I don't know. Pretty much. So this is 155.63, 155.63. Okay, so it is double, exactly double. Maybe we have something like that. Or the 5th is here, and we have this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Not as clear as Apple, but we are getting a rejection for sure. and that is the start of it. Here the expectation was a fifth wave of summon, fifth of fifth of A. So we are dealing with quite a large degree now. The good thing about this was that we were looking for this as a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can of course turn into something else, but we'll see. How does that happen? Is that this wave 4 is not a wave 4, but wave 4 would be here at these lows. Wave 3 would be at these highs, and this wave 5 would be here. Then this wave A would be here, and this would be some kind of 3 waves down, and we potentially could get one more 3 waves up. Oh, sorry, a 5 wave, because this previous structure was 5. 5 wave up, but again that is somewhat bullish. Or that we are now getting that B wave. It could be getting very large retracements, or very shallow, we don't know. If we get a dump, something like this, look for retracement and then down again. Could be a zigzag coming down, but then again, after the targets are hit, we need to be looking for hedges to the upside. Why? It's because again, the potential of having this as 5. Where do we start to expect one structure over another? 2-to-1 extension or 200% extension at around $97 or $98. If that extends beyond that, like in here, maybe then we could be looking for this B wave instead of this being a structure like on its own, right? Of course, if we come below here, we know that either this is a 5 wave that ends something, for example, ends this structure, or that this is not a 5 wave, but instead a 3 wave like so, a 3 wave down here, takes out the low, maybe creates a larger WXY or an ABC. We don't know. But those are some of the scenarios on Amazon. ARC, we were thinking about the potential diagonal in here, and now we did get that rejection. It's kind of similar to the Apple rejection. Potentially looking for some retracement plays here as well. Maybe in the 50%. Maybe we get a couple more lows here as well. Something like this. Maybe it's at 1, 2, 1, 2 as well. But yeah, to me this looks kind of bearish. PayPal. PayPal is one of those that actually has the potential of having this as some kind of flat. I guess there is a chance where this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 coming down. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. The structure going up is not really clear. It's very overlapping, which means that it's most likely some kind of corrective structure, where it might be something like a WXY or something like that. I'm not even sure what is correcting, maybe this. PayPal has been so weird. Look at this channel though that we had. Where is that even? That is not even. Where is that pivoted from? Oh, it's shifted because of the. Yeah, it's not even there. Never mind. I thought it was. It's kind of best fate. Like some of these lows here are hitting it decently well. Tops are not though. Oh well. Palantir was one of those that actually started this dump way earlier. November. This looks like an ABC coming down here. Oops. Another ABC going up. So potentially ABC. This could be even complete already. We don't have a divergence here, which is good. But are we at any targets? We did hit the 0.618, but that is not the best target. It's the minimum. It could be that we are just looking to create, let's see, another leg down where this is not a sub-minuet, but instead a micro, where we are creating a WXY here. So overall WXY of larger degree of minuet. Right, so we'd be looking for retracement and then another 3. These are kind of hard to trade, or these are hard to trade, just because of that. Yeah, that is not the best looking channel either. Let's go through these end phase. We talked about this again, ABC going up, potential structure. We got into the target of 1-to-1 extension. Could have gone a bit higher, but we did get those divergences already in play. So again, some kind of a retracement at least was coming, and this looks like it is a bit bigger. We do have some kind of divergence here, bullish, but as I don't think that these are related, so I don't think that holds much value, at least the way I interpret RSI. Yeah. This is scary. We had an ABC here. If this is an ABC, I think this is too small to be correcting this whole thing. So bullish idea would be that we have a 3 here of some sort and then another 3 up. A mess, but that kind of mess would be fitting a bit better on the time wise. So we are getting some kind of structure like this in comparison to this. So time wise it would be a bit better. So at the moment we have not even hit the 23.6 in time. So yeah, I feel like that is a bit better or more likely. Let's get rid of this one here. But yeah, again, same thing, setting alerts for the retracement. If we are getting those hit, then I can be looking for short opportunities as well. Mara. Oof. I don't know about this. This looks like a 3, gap up 3. Maybe it's a WXY downwards. That would be just a correction though, and then we'd be continuing the previous structure. Whatever this mess was. Not interested in that. A bit higher time frame here on 1 hour. This kind of looks on Microsoft looks more like that. Let's see, actually let's go a bit higher time frame. We did get a new low here, which is weird. Kind of think that it might be part of this, but then we are taking out this low as well. Might be that we are actually already on this structure here. Not particularly good looking structure here. Not sure if this is countable as 5. There's no divergence at all. So I feel like this is a 3, some kind of 3, and then we'd be getting another 3. Let's see if we have any targets down here. They're quite low, 355-ish. WXYs. Potential for being 5. That's the bullish. If it is not, yeah, this is kind of hard because we do have divergence on higher time frame for sure here. No, we don't. Is that real? Daily? No. Okay. So we don't have actually divergence here. But how do we play this? Oh, what is this? That is so odd. The only structure that comes to mind is that we are basically doing a WXY to the upside, where we are doing this, where this would be a structure something like that, based on the RSI. But I'm not sure if I like that. Sure, some of the indices had more bullish options as well, where this would be fitting, and we still have not gone through here. But I can't really end anything up in here, right? Unless we have some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that is not a B wave. That would be the start of something. And saying that we have a part of this, that looks very wonky as an ABC. So not touching Microsoft for a while. This was nice to see, Nvidia. Potentially now done. Potentially. This came down, however, in 3. So maybe we have yet another move still to come. Let's see the comparison between wave 1 to wave 5. I feel like the wave 1 is not nearly as large. It's the 1.382, not the main target. 1 to 1 is the main target, and 1.618 then. Not really seeing too much bearishness here yet as well on Nvidia. BSC. Yeah, I was expecting this to be a wave A of this wave Y. That did not happen at all. Let's get rid of this here. I mean, sure, we could see this as an ABC here. But why is this? This just looks more like a 3. I mean, this more like looks like a 3 as well. Maybe it's a WXY in there, and this is kind of crappy. I mean, it almost gets to the 1 to 1 here. Huh. There's WXY into here. We only hit the 0.618 here as well. Got to remind. There's also a chance that this is an ABC, because again, this is somewhat major move. There's so many variations of this, what this could be. 3 here. If this is 3, then this could be 3, right? We are beyond these highs. Let's go to a bit higher time frame. Yeah, that actually works out pretty well. Where this X wave is not done in here, but instead would be done in here. And these would be minutes. 3. This would not be a WXY. This would be WXY like so. But that just looks horrible. So this is a low here for sure. What on monthly? Oh, sorry, weekly. Nah. Daily. It certainly should be a low or something. I don't like this. I think this fits best though, as 3. And this should be ending something in here. But it's so hard to end anything there. Like even this structure, let's say the extension is probably right, like 618 or something. Yeah, 618 only. Yeah, that is something that I don't like. I'm just going to skip that for now. Gotta come back to it at some point. This wants to say that this is the end of something. Because we have 3 here. Oh well. Let's go through crypto now. Next. We are getting some kind of pump here. Previously, talking about this being a potential wave 4 in here, it's still possible that we have a 5 here, or 5th wave, and this was the start of the dump. Start of the massive dump to the downside. And that's still a possibility for sure. If not, Bitcoin is keeping it simple. We have this as wave 4, some kind of 3 wave here, some kind of expanded flat. ABC should be simple enough, and then we would have this as some kind of wave 1, or wave 1 of this wave 5, and then we'd be getting some kind of structure like this, and we get one more high here. Still some targets to the upside. We did hit the 1.236, but some is 46.162 and 49.8. 49.8 is still, it's part of this previous area of consolidation here still. It's possible, but we'll see. Quite a few of the alts did perform quite well today. But it's kind of hard for me to enter on these, because these are very overlapping overall, or very usually, or very often. That is the proper way to say it. Very overlapping, can be labeled in so many ways, and these all could be just 3 waves, and we would be continuing that dump downwards. I might be tempted to go short on this against the high, like so, as a hedge, and yeah, the risk to reward ratios are good. But the bullish idea is that this is the wave 4, and we're still going to look for one more high. ETH, I was looking at a move to the upside after this 5 wave, and it missed like a, let's see, how much is that, 0.4%, or 0.4%, as it did not hit that 1-to-1 here. So I missed this move here, but we got quite a few other alts like GMT. GMT did like a 10 risk to reward ratio trade there, which is insanely good. This can be seen as a 3-way as well, wherever this low, does not really matter. ABC here or a WXY at the same, ABC here or a WXY where this went, and this would be a 3-wave to the downside. Both are just fine. ETH is not really as easy to label in my opinion here. We're talking about still this possibility of having some kind of diagonal present, but I don't know. It's kind of tough. It has limits on it. 1-to-1 here. I think it was that was the limit. Yeah, because the wave 1 here, wave 1 is larger than wave 3, so if you were to label it, it would be something like this, wherever that ends. And if it goes beyond the 25.51, it's no longer, or this whole thing is not possible. Lots of the internal wave structures are very overlapping here. So it's definitely a possibility that this is the case here. Like a 3 here and so on. Locally, again, very similar to Bitcoin, where we are getting this kind of a choppy action and potential move up as well. Very sideways before we got that move up again. Again, most bullish would be some kind of 1 2 1 2 1 2 or something. But again, structure has not really shown too much of it. And these dumps are always like hard to play, especially if they don't retrace like we did have it here. Yeah. BNB. I feel like all the altcoins are pretty much the same at the moment for having that kind of structure. This kind of 3 here. And then some of them have pumped a bit more, some a bit less. So they are quite similar, most of them. But we can see if there is some here. Okay. So let's see, 28th December. Yeah, so Litecoin had dumped so much. What happened? 30% of a dump. That was horrible. Oh, that was part of the plan here as well. It's a higher time frame plan. Because we were thinking, okay, that WXY here was ending and this could be getting a continuation to the downside. Per the log scale idea of this being a 3 wave here, 3 waves up, and then 3 waves down. Okay. I mean, it's still possible, but we'll see. Would be quite harsh way to start that dump with 30% dump. ZIL, very similar, not as much, but again, it's quite significant here. 26%, okay. Yeah, very similar. Bitcoin we already did, ETH we already did, AVAX. Even more, but it doesn't look that bad because we did get that rise here. We did get that rise, and this definitely feels more like a 3 wave down, right? And not really too much of a dump. EOS. Oof. 3 waves here for Phantom coming down for sure. So definitely has the good feel of going up as well. We've got to remember that if you see a structure coming down in 3, it's more likely that it is a part of a previous structure or correcting that previous structure, and we are continuing to the upside. If we are going to, however, see a 3 wave of something like that here, then most likely we could, or there would be a scenario where this is 3, and then we'll be getting another pattern leg for this first structure over here, back here. SHIB starting that dump earlier. Cake, did we get that bounce? No, we did not. Not sure where we would. I think this was previous. We were drawing lows in here, so this whole thing has not happened yet. That is odd. Maybe we have actually a triangle in here. That is most likely the case. A, B, C, D, E or something. Actually can't be because this is lower here. Maybe it's just super ugly. RSI says that this is the low though, so we have 3 here. Maybe it's just some weird WXY. Link, definitely looks decent as well for a 3 wave. Hitting 1 to 1, not perfect. Let's see the higher time frame, what we were looking for here. Okay, here we were looking for some kind of wave 4. Previously wave 4 here was here, and I feel like we talked about this, that it is too short for being the same degree as this. So this looks decent. It still has the chance of running up. Of course, it has the possibility that this is the low here for wave 4, and this was the 5. But this looks more like a 3 to me. So I feel like this looks decent here. So 3 here. Let's see the extension targets here. Okay, we did hit the 1 to 1 here as well. So that looks decent. Is it possible to take a look at neon? Sure, I'll take a look at once I've done these. So Solana, we were talking about this 7/8 retracement of this this whole thing hit to the dot. That is interesting. That's cool. ABC here did not hit basically anything. That is not cool. But we did get a potential 5 wave in here. We did get that divergence forming, which is something that we want. Wave 4 is kind of shallow. There is a chance that this wave 4 is actually here and we get one more up before this dump. Daily for Solana is kind of grim looking in my opinion. It's kind of grim. Hopefully I'm not correct on this one, but this would be yet another of these dumps. 90%, something like that. It's 95. Oof. Let's go back to smaller time frame, not to see the higher time frame pain that we might be having. 3 looks decent. I'll go down to way more. Oh, 35%. This is where the dump seems decent, in the sense that this being a 5 wave might not be the start of something, because again we have a structure like this. Nothing there. Okay, now we are already into Europe. Forex. Let's see if we have a neon here. I don't think I have traded that near. No, not there. Binance maybe. Neo. That's not it. Neon USDT. Okay, it's probably a small cap because it's not even listed in most exchanges. And that is on the spot. But let's take a look. Okay, so August. Oof. This is probably the listing pump and dump. And we still created a new high here on daily time frame in comparison to the previous one. And there is a chance that we are getting another leg up. This is the wave 2, I feel like. Wave 2 here. So it's something like a 1, 2. Like this here. I don't think 1, 2 here. Maybe we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have the divergences here, which fits into the idea that we have some kind of 1, 2 either here or here. but this way too low here is why I think we have it something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divergence yet again here, so I think this would be a wave 3 here. On crypto it's completely expectable, I guess, to have an extension on fifth. I feel like if there, let's see if there is some kind of better chart. I don't like the week. Maybe Gate IO has a bit longer. I'll just add these, all these. No, no, nope, okay. Let's get rid of those. But at the moment I feel like this is the way I would be labeling this. As we have no divergence, it generally means that we have a extension here on fifth. Is wave 1 done? And we are now in a correction. We don't even know if it is wave 1. You see, we could have this as an A, B, and C as well. But yeah, 5 wave of some sort, it looks like. But it looks like this is an extension of some sort. Let's see here. And this is a 1, 2. Either this is a 1, 2 again in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or this is the third wave, which is kind of weird. The only thing I don't like about this being a lower degree than this is because it is smaller. But this being a 1, 2, 3, we don't get to the 1.618. This retraces though the 38.2, but there is no real good looking 1, 2s in here as well. There is only one divergence. I feel like it would make sense that we have because we need some kind of alteration generally. I feel like we might look for a couple more highs here. I would like that a bit better, especially since we did not even take out the previous high here, this high here that we had on December. We have not taken out that high, and that is generally weird. It's possible that wave 4 is here as well, because this looks like a 3 and this kind of looks like, or has potential being 5. But I think this has more legs, or at least once taking out the high, at least once. If we start breaking through this 205 level, then there might be trouble. Generally we don't break previously lower degree wave 4 levels downwards. Sure, it could be doing something like that and recover and then get under 5, but yeah, if we start to come down more. But yeah, something like that. All good, all good. Let's see, how long have I done this? 1 hour and 6 minutes. I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted. Let's see some of these dominance charts. Bitcoin dominance is skyrocketing here, which doesn't seem to be good for alt, right? Doesn't seem to be good. 3 waves coming down, ABC, ABC, generally means a continuation of the previous structure. So, and this looks like it is bullish, so maybe something like this, at least. But of course, this is dominance, it can do whatever it wants. but we've been creeping up on Bitcoin as well, higher and higher. Check out the DXY still. Okay. Possible that we have this started. It's also possible that we have a let's see. This is the new low though. Huh. That is not good. Only want to see a divergence here for an ABC. I mean, the only thing that I'm looking for overall is that we are going to be getting a partner leg for this one. Whether it does from here or it does go a bit higher and then we get that leg. But again, that would be a chance for stocks and everything to rally. Here we have had some kind of rally already on DXY, on US dollar. So if you have a chance to trade, there's your trade there. Yeah. But yeah, I think that is pretty much everything I have for now. And yeah, we'll see you back in next week. If you're interested in again joining into the signal service or copy trading, check out cantoncapital.com. And if you're interested in just learning Elliott wave stuff, I have my course here on Udemy. And yeah, of course, the beginner's course for Elliott wave is available on Patreon. Again, that is like $10 a month. You can easily clear that in 1 month if you're not interested in supporting me more there. But yeah, this is the good stuff. Here's basically everything I have. Strategies, we'll go through the RSI, which is again very main tool that I use for Elliott waves, and how I'm pairing it with different strategies that I trade. But yeah, that is everything. Thanks for watching, and catch you again on next week. Bye bye.